Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm James, your everyday cook. Today we're making one of my favorite foods. It starts with an F and ends with a rise, fries. These are the best fries that I have come up with that are crispy, really crispy on the side. When I mean crispy, you know how sometimes you get like takeout and you have fries left over, if any, and you put them in the fridge and they get like soggy? These are still crunchy the next day, no joke. But before I talk to you about fries and show you how to cook fries, because we're James, everyday cooks, along with you guys, make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe, and then hit the notification bell so you can come cook with me again. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm making a very small batch of fries. It's just me in the house tonight, so I wanted something comforting, and fries obviously are like so good. I love every kind of fry. I like home style fries. I like hash browns. I like any kind of potato that is golden brown, crispy, salty, have a little sauce, delicious. So we're gonna start with the potato. I don't peel potatoes. Red potatoes, white potatoes, I leave the peel on. I like the peel. I think that's where the most nutrients are. So anytime I get like a baked potato, this is gonna sound really weird, I only eat the skin. I leave like a little bit of potato, put the sour cream, the onion, the bacon on, and then just scoop out the rest because I just love the skin so much. That's just me though. All right, so we're gonna start in the middle of our potato. This is how I like to get uniform, same like size fries. That way they cook evenly, they fry evenly, and you get, you know, kind of evenness. All right, so I cut down the middle. Move that to the side. And then I will cut this in thirds. So the first half I'll go like this. And then one of the tips that I've either shared in a previous video or that I'm going to share, because I'm not sure which order this video is going to play out, is to control the grip of a potato without you like cutting yourself. I turn it to where the cut side is in, and then I'll just hack off the side. Because there's not a lot of grip to the side of the potato. You see that? So you just don't want to cut yourself, and that's just a little chefy tip. Won't charge extra. All right. So then I cut this slice in half, and then I'll cut it in half. And see? You have the best little fry. And it's chunky, it's so good. These fries are so delicious. I think I've made these 3 times in the last week. So, gotta go to the gym. Alright, so we'll do the same here. And we're not in a rush. This is not like a professional kitchen where you have to get it out immediately. So I just take my time, make sure my knife cuts are precise. And I can't even see the slice. Okay, there it is. Alright, so I'll just do that. Little sneaky potato. And then one of the tips that I have found and tried out is you always want to soak your potatoes in water. And what this does, whether you're making home style fries, like I said, hash browns, where you're grating the potatoes and you have like the grated potatoes. I don't know if there's a fancy word for that, but we're not fancy, we're everyday cooks. So it just gets rid of basically all the extra starch that's on the potato from all the cut angles, and then it makes sure when you do fry it or cook it, they're not gummy. You know how sometimes you get gummy potatoes? This will eliminate this. So I kind of move these around, and then depending on how many fries you make, if you're doing it for your family or 2 or 1, or you're doing a triple portion just for yourself, I actually like to drain the water once to try and get rid of more starch. So we'll do that. And it doesn't have to be a ton of water, just enough to where your water runs clean. And you see it only took about half the amount of water I had in previously, and then our potatoes are good to go. Now, let's talk about our next step, because this is very important. I don't know about you, I might be the only one in the world, but I don't like to, I don't sprinkle salt on my fries at the end of frying them. I know that's controversial. We'll give it a minute. But I really feel like when you boil or blanch or anything where liquid is involved to heat up an ingredient, I really feel like a really good pot of salted water really does the job, especially for these fries. You don't even have to add salt, pepper. You don't even need a sauce when these fries are done. That's how well seasoned they are. So I think it's a really important tip to really salt your water. So I have some water on medium-high heat already. You don't want it boiling. I boiled these potatoes in my last test for these fries, and they like exploded in the oil. So we're just gonna have this like kind of simmering, steaming. That's kind of where you want it, like a 6 or 7. I have an electric stove with coils. A 6 or 7 is where I like my water. But going back to salting this water, like you want, this is 2.5 cups of water in this pot. I do like a whole palmful, maybe even a palmful and a half, just because you really want your potatoes to be well seasoned. So, a little chefy tip for you. All right, so we're gonna put this back on the stove. Get that salt off my hands. Okay, so this is at a roaring kind of heat level. It's been on for about 5 minutes, so it's at that 6 or 7 mark. And then we will go ahead and drop in our potatoes for 8 minutes. Okay, so our potatoes are gonna cook in that hot water for about 8 minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, so our fries have been not boiling, but cooking in really hot water for about 8 minutes. And 8 minutes really is the stop time. The timer just went off, so we'll bring these over. And last time I strained these, I broke a lot of the fries. So we're gonna kind of be bobbing for potatoes and also get a potato facial at the same time. Never knew I'd enjoy that, but hey, when you love fries that much, it happens. Okay, so what I do is I kind of gently fish out these fries and put them on, you can do a parchment-lined baking sheet. I have a Silpat, which is just a silicone mat, non-stick. But you just want to kind of put these a little bit apart, depending on how many fries you have, how big your sheet tray is, or your cookie sheet. Okay. Line up. Ow. They're hot. Be careful with your fingers. That's why I'm using tongs. Some people will double fry their fries to get them really crispy. Normally they do it at 300 degrees, cook it for a couple minutes, turn the oil up, and then fry them again. I just find boiling them, you can do this ahead of time. I actually have a bag in the freezer that I'm going to fry tomorrow with friends coming into town. And so you can just freeze these, put them in a Ziploc bag once they are frozen, 4 to 24 hours, 4 hours to 24 hours. And you just always have homemade fries. I like knowing what I'm eating. I'm not a health nut, I mean, clearly, but at least you know what's going on in your fries. All right, so move this to the side. We will put this back on the stove because I'm also the dish person for these cooking shows. So I've been filming a lot and I have to do dishes and I forget how many dishes I use. So anyways, back on the stove. So what you're going to do is you're going to freeze these, like I said, anywhere between 4 to 24 hours, preferably overnight. That way they're extra frozen. And then next step is we're going to fry them and try them. See you soon. Thanks for coming to cook with me. Okay, guys. So our fries have been frozen overnight. Remember I said it could be 4 to 24 hours. If you have 24 hours, that's absolutely fine. But they are nice and frozen. Perfect. Just what we wanted. So I have my oil going at 350, and I'm just going to drop about a quarter of these fries in at a time, just so when you drop frozen things into hot oil, it lowers the temperature. So you don't want to drop all these in there, and then it lowers your temperature of your oil, and it doesn't fry properly. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to make a couple of sauces while we fry. We are going to slowly put these in. I actually like to do it one at a time. Ooh. Don't do that. Okay. So while those fry, we're going to make a couple of sauces. So the first one is ketchup. Woo! How hard was that? Okay. The next one is going to be a fry sauce. I've never heard of this my whole life. Never, but we're gonna try it. It's apparently mayonnaise and ketchup. So, some mayonnaise. You hear that sizzle in the background? It's gonna be so good. And then some ketchup. I guess it's half and half. Apparently it's popular, so we'll continue to do it. Alright. So there's the fry sauce. Put that there. Okay. Then we'll check on our fries really quick. And I have a slotted spoon that's easy instead of tongs, just to kind of move the fries around. Getting crispy. Okay. And then the last sauce I like to make, because I'm a little fancy sometimes, being a professional chef and then an everyday cook, is truffle parmesan fries. Normally I would like toss this with the fries with truffle oil and then like parmesan cheese, but we're gonna make a dipping sauce. So I need a little spatula. So a little bit of mayonnaise. A little bit of truffle oil. And this goes a long way. So literally just like a drizzly. Yep. Probably add too much, but we're everyday cooks, it happens, right? And then a lemon. Remember, we don't need a fancy juicer. We just need a fork. And we're gonna add a little bit of lemon. And basically we're making like an aioli. That's a little bit of lemon juice. Yum. And then I have some parsley and then about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. So add that in. No salt's going into this because we have Parmesan cheese. Fresh Parmesan cheese with our little micropine, our favorite kitchen tool. So add that in. I like a lot of cheese. I know it's a dipping sauce, but cheese is cheese, especially with fries. So we'll put that aside, and then we will stir that together. You know what I did forget? Black pepper. A little bit. I like black pepper. Okay. So there's a third sauce. I'm actually going to try it, see how it tastes. So good. The lemon, the truffle, the parsley, the black pepper, Parmesan cheese. Yum. Okay. So third dipping sauce. Yum. Who knew fries could have so many dipping sauces? I didn't know that. Till now. It's really good. I know you're not supposed to cook and lick your fingers, but it's good. Okay, so set that aside. We're gonna check on our fries. These are actually looking really good. Look how good. So I'm one that likes my fries very crispy, very brown. We won't do that today because we're trying to appease the masses, and I was told your fries look too brown, so whatever. Some people salt their fries once they come out of the grease, but remember we season the water that we boiled these in to begin with so good, you don't have to salt your fries. That's one of my kind of hacks I do. Like just season the water you're boiling any kind of vegetable in. You don't have to season it again. So we're gonna drop a few more in. Again, we're not overcrowding the frying oil. And also too, we don't want to reduce the oil's temperature. We have our little station. And we have enough fries to put in our little basket. So I'm gonna take these fries. Ran out of counter space. Alright. We have a cute little basket. These are hot, but be careful. And there you have our fries with the truffle parmesan aioli, fry, mayonnaise, and ketchup. You're still really hot, but we're going to try it. It's so good. Like, really good. I'm going to try this for the first time. Let's see how this tastes. That is really good. And ketchup. Yeah. You gotta try these fries. The best fries ever. Can't wait to cook with you next time.